What's up, Wanderers? We are here for another one-take bag review. I think you're really going to like this one. We've got another bag from Alpaka, a brand that we really like for their modern tech bags. And this one is the Alpaka Tech Folio. It's an interesting bag, and I'm excited to get into it with you. You know what we do on this channel. We do one-take bag reviews, which means no cuts, no editing, nothing crazy. We're just going to talk about the bag. You're going to hear straight from me what I think about this bag. We're going to do two things we like about the bag, two things we don't like as much about the bag, and an overall recommendation for you from me should you buy this bag. Okay, let's dig in. Again, this is the Alpaka Tech Folio in the limited edition multicam black, which you know I'm a fan of, with a high contrast orange interior, which you also know I dig on. So when I saw this bag, I had to get it. Let's talk about this bag. So first off, you'll notice it's small. There's two sizes. This is the smaller size, the 14-inch Tech Folio. It's also very slim. The form factor is really nice, I think, on this bag. You have on the outside a really nice X-Pack material. It's really slick. Looks like it's great quality. On the back, you have kind of a Cordura with lots of attachment points, D-rings, etc. You've got the really nice strap with the really foam handle from Alpaka. It's one of their nicer things with a magnetic fidlock release on the buckle. Really good quality materials on this bag. All the zippers are waterproof. They're all branded with the Alpaka llama, which is cool. All right, let's dive in. All right, front pocket. Really cool interior here with this orange, you can see. It runs the whole length of the bag. It's as deep as the bag, and inside there are two elasticized stretchy pockets. I've got my film equipment in the front pocket, so my DJI pocket and all my accessories that I need. There's a front slip pocket or drop pocket there too. You can put something large in there. Let me show you. So this is a DJI gimbal, full size. I can fit that in there. But what are we doing? We're getting a little bit pokey on the outside, but there is some volume. You can see it fits with no real problem. You can't fit, let's say, a water bottle. If you're thinking about a water bottle, you're not going to fit a water bottle in there. But there is a pretty good sized pocket there. I like it. On the full pocket, you're talking about not a full clamshell. You're talking about an accordion pocket, okay? Almost like a tech organizer that you've seen, those little pocket travel tech organizers. That's what they're going for with this bag. And you can see there's a lot of space in here, and there's a lot of things you can do with that space. So in the front, let's start on this side. In the front, you have two drop pockets on this side, 1, 2. I've got cords in there and a nano power brick for my iPad. Then on this side, a little tough to see, but on this side, you've got kind of a wallet pocket. I've got a pocket knife, wallet, one pen holder. It's technically two, but they take the same space, so it's one. I don't know if that makes sense. One is on top of the other. So when you've got the top one used, the bottom one has no volume anymore. I've got a power brick in this pocket right here. So you've got 1, 2, 3 pockets, a pen holder, 4, 5 pockets, and the drop pocket. So pretty good. This is kind of a rigid board in between the two sections, but on the back side of the board, this is going to be almost impossible to see. There's a zippered pocket. It's really thin, and inside that pocket, believe it or not, there are more pockets. So inside that pocket, you've got, I don't know what the best way to describe the size of this is. Here is a kind of a SD card holder, credit card size. It doesn't fit. It's half credit card sized. So I'm not sure what it's for. I think maybe you could drop, I guess, an AirTag in there. Maybe AirPods. Let's check. I've got my AirPods in the back on here. Let's see if my AirPods fit in this pocket. No. So it's a really, I'm not sure what they were going for, honestly, with that. But the usability of the pocket itself is good. The little micro pockets inside, maybe. And then in the main drop slot here, I put a mask. And then you have your tech pocket, which is felt lined. And again, I have a smaller of the iPad Pros than the Magic Keyboard, the 11.9 inch. This is not hook and loop compatible. I thought it might be, but it is not. And it actually has 2 pockets here, so potentially a tablet and a laptop, but when you really load this thing out, it becomes tough. On the back, you have another pocket that runs the full length of the bag and a really nice grab handle. We should talk about the strap here. I've got it set up to kind of wear this just as a messenger style, or a, I guess just a side sling. You can hook this up. You can remove the strap completely and carry by the grab handle, kind of like a folio. You can also set it crossways so you can strap it across your back. So there's 4 attachment points on the back of the bag, and you just unhook the actual strap and strap it diagonally for left carry, diagonally for right carry, or on the top for kind of, I guess, horizontal carry, which is what I preferred. I tried the left, right, and the horizontal, and I thought the horizontal suited the bag better. So let's talk about this bag. 2 things we like about this bag. So first off, with everything Alpaka, I love the quality of the materials and the construction. Everything is seamless. There's no popping of threads. The material is great. The choices they've made with materials on this bag are some of the best in any Alpaka bag that I've had. I really like what they did, including, as always, the supremely comfortable strap and the high visibility interior. So that's the first thing that I really like about this bag. The second thing I really like about this bag is this front pocket. This front pocket has its own dimension, and it's really stretchy, and you can get a lot of different stuff in there. There's also really useful drop pockets or hand pockets in the front, and it runs the whole length of the bag. They're not skimpy on the dimensions of that bag, and it doesn't rob from the main compartment when you load it up. So incredibly useful front drop pocket on this sling. Sometimes, like on the Nomadic Navigator sling that I just reviewed, sometimes that drop pocket on the front is far less than you would hope it would be. This one's great. 2 things we don't like about this bag. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Too many pockets. What's wrong with me? Too many pockets. There are, in this very small space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pockets. So if you load them all, which I did not in what I just showed you, if you load all of these pockets up, this bag is like stretched up, and it's really hard to even zip the thing up. So this bag is really designed only for slim things. So if your entire carry is slim, so I'm talking like tablet sized and smaller, then you're going to be fine. But even when I started putting in, and this is like the smallest brick ever, even when I started putting in power bricks and battery backups, a gimbal, which is not gigantic, it really started eating up space, and I felt myself wanting to just go grab a backpack. So this is really for a minimalist carry, but there's too many pockets for a minimalist carry. So you feel almost a little guilty when you load this thing out. It's tough to find the balance. So that's my biggest problem with this sling. And then the last problem I have with this sling is I like the flexibility of what they did here with picking like how you can carry the bag and making it ambidextrous. It feels cheap. For all the rest of the bag to feel so expensive, these little spinny plastic clasps with their kind of paper clip metal, it's really hard to show you this. but with this kind of paperclip metal piece. Feels cheap, and the bag doesn't feel good when you carry it as a sling compared to when you carry it as a messenger. And that's a problem for me because I much prefer to carry my bags as a sling, crossbody, than as a messenger. So that's going to prevent me from grabbing this bag every single day. So, an interesting one. Should you buy this bag? I would say no, but only because Alpaka makes such great slings. Maybe this one in the larger size is a slightly better bag. I enjoy this bag, but I don't enjoy it as much as the Bravo Max, which is, I think, the best sling from Alpaka and just about the same money as this bag. So that's my recommendation to you, is look at this one, think about what you carry, but probably get the Bravo Max. I think it's going to be a bag that you like more. So that's my take on this. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks everybody for continuing to watch. I really, really appreciate the support. Subscribe if you're new here. Like the video if you did in fact like the video, and I hope it was helpful for you.